Check, check. Can you hear me? All right, awesome. I haven't went upstairs to grab my coffee or anything yet. I was letting it brew, and I was letting my those leftover buffalo chicken breasts cook in the toaster oven. So I got the game up and running, and I will be right back. You are so welcome. Okay, I have no idea what's down in this sewer. Sorry if you hear chewing sounds.
I cannot enter.
You're, are you okay? Is the video good? What is this?
That doesn't work.
Huh. Okay. Huh. I guess they finally decided to put in like a puzzle, huh?
So that's it. These wheels control the water level.
I didn't see the water really do anything. Okay. There we go. Oh, I see what's going on. Those barrels. Those barrels are in the way. You think they'll break if I shoot them? I should put my shotgun back on.
That doesn't work.
I am confused.
That gate should shut properly now.
I was able to shoot it. Okay. Maybe that button that gave me the buzzer sound, maybe that button will work now. Yep. I heard skulls up here. They were probably right there. I really wonder what it is that he wanted me to see down here. Definitely not a friendly neighborhood. Yep, no homeowners association. They're not keeping up appearances here. Locked door there.
It's locked.
Oh no. How am I supposed to cross this? I guess I won't. I guess I'll be jumping down. Oh, that big vampire.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again! The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally! A touch of lucidity. So learn to respect the laws of Ascalon! Once you vanished, I'll slaughter these scalds while singing your name! Power you cannot comprehend! And thine shall be a fair skull to adorn my mantle! Dare challenge the dictates of Ascalon!
Oh, he's got a really long reach.
Foolish Ekon! Neck shall slow as a snail! Return to your apothecary and needles. I shall crush you.
Oh my god.
Your blood is now mine. Down, stay down. Your blood is now mine. Down, stay.
Whew. That was close. I have no idea where to go.
At least one Skal escaped Fergal's wrath.
Can't believe there's not even a rat. The heavy breathing is a little annoying.
How could he have made it this far? There's blood everywhere.
Safe we are, still. Drink now.
Bless you, Bridget.
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst.
The sewer Skal's territory.
This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, vampire. But thank you.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon. But I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Why was that creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves, if they had their way.
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Skal.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
So is it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
Some of these skulls seem to be a lot more with it than the ones that are always attacking me in the alleyways. Sean didn't attack us, didn't attack the people around his sanctuary, and sent us down here to find her. The other guy was like straight up, oh no, you're dead. And they're not. What do you think?
Sean is a Skull. All those I've encountered have been violent, crazed creatures. How can he be any different?
Maybe because he is the sad saint. Or perhaps because I am old Bridget of the Sewer Skulls.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you. She is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Huh. I wonder if he kind of saved her from her ailment, like with undeath.
Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master. Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master. Old Bridget says you are one to trust. Keep your distance, Echo. Ascalon has stalked us for ages upon ages. Your spell is enticing. So sweet of blood. Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master.
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I have so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
How do you feel?
I can't see. I can't move. My body's burning. I feel as if I'm dying over and over again.
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry. I don't have the strength.
Does the pain ever stop?
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
Your room, the blood. What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
To see if I would be mourned.
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
It's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still won't kill.
Do you take pleasure in causing so much pain and sorrow?
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear shed. Poor Harriet. Always the discarded.
Why did you come here?
And why not? This is where I live now. Leave me be.
Will you respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
So you desire to stay here?
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak. Poor Harriet. Always alone.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
Ooh. These two seem really like in your face type of something, you know, and I think I'm with the we are both undead. What do you think?
We are not dead, Harriet. Death no longer pertains to us. We are different.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
Who was that man? The one murdered in the street?
He used to be my landlord. I lived here for many years before falling ill. Oh, he was an awful man. Disgusting and cruel. So cruel.
You sought vengeance by your own hand, and someone else obliged you. Very convenient. Don't lie to me.
I don't lie. I saw him near the docks, and rightly I wished him dead. And I am happy he is. It's true. But I didn't kill him. I was too tired.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness, quick, deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reed. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
It is no coincidence that Ekons are the most imminent and most numerous of all vampires. Ekons are the true atrocity of immortals, and, if I may add, they are the only ones able to stay at the top of the food chain. Everywhere I traveled, I only meet Ekons assuming mortal lives or forming an immortal society. Ekons are the most human, most clever, and most educated of all vampires. Don't get me wrong here. I have nothing against the more exotic species like Volcod, who share the gift of immortality with us. Most of them can prove useful if properly canalized towards a clear goal, but they lack the most important trait of all, the ability to mingle with mortals without being spotted. Therefore, the Ascalon Club should only accept Ekon of the highest lineage as members of its inner circle. Depending on circumstance, Volcods should be accepted as war dogs or hunting hounds, as long as they obey our laws. Luckily enough, these lesser cousins have a natural tendency to submit and obey their masters. From the Law of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave, founder.
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us, spend time with us, and I may be willing to answer more questions.
Why do you live here, amongst the filth and vermin?
Live. Here we hide.
What are you hiding from?
From the guilt, the shame, from the hunters and the light. And of course, our past.
Why don't you leave the city? Hide somewhere far from the Guard of Priwen, the Ascalon Club.
We are the Sewer Skulls. This is our domain. We have run as far as we can, and now we hide.
Your diction, your words. You do not carry yourself like most Skulls I've encountered.
True. I'm not like most Skulls.
You were once someone else. What happened to you?
It is as sad as it is long, young Ekon, but it will remain mine.
Can I be of service to you?
We ask but one thing. Reveal to no one our secrets. Do not betray us.
For how long have you been in hiding here?
Skulls have been hiding under London since vampires first entered the city.
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claimed ancient tunnels, forgotten caverns, catacombs. We are skulls, groveling beneath the feet of our makers.
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she's a skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us. I cannot say.
You mentioned that vampire blood has tremendous potency. You believe it to be stronger than your own?
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam. I must go back to Hampton now.
Your kindness has been ample payment, Egon. To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use our shortcut to reach Mr. Hampton's shelter. Just follow the arrows.
Thank you, old Bridget. I hope we'll meet again. It's locked, all right. Are you all right, sir? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question. Don't you know this is a quarantine zone?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating the epidemic. You had better get to a safe place while you still can.
Oh, really? Well, go investigate somewhere else and leave me be.
I beg your pardon?
I said go. Leave me alone, sir.
Huh. Well, I guess at least it's a sewer. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, what is this? Common mace. It's 121 damage with a stun of 15. I wonder what the difference is between this and our two-handed weapon. Our current weapon, I think, is at the blue level, and the blue level is 176. So, like... attack speed 5, attack speed 5. This has got 2 additional points of stun for a stun of 21. This is a stun of 15. I think it's just like a better version. Huh. I wonder if it swings differently. Can't tell right here. Analyze the blood sample. Okay. Huh, it won't let me use the blood serum right now. You know what, I probably shouldn't use any serums at all. I should rest and see if that helps bring me back up in health and stuff. I don't know if that's how it works or not. Alright, let's do more health. Alright, yep. Full health. So now, I want to find the way out of here. It says follow the arrows. I don't know exactly what that means.
I cannot enter.
I didn't look through all this stuff.
We're at your mercy. Will you end us? Oh, Bridget allowed me to wander above some years back. It was unpleasant. Your place is not here.
I think this is the door with Harriet, right? Yep. Oh, there's an arrow. There we go. Okay. Maybe it just means up the stairs behind. Yeah, there we go. Excuse me.
The vampire hunters will never find us here.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers. Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
Okay, so he's really creeping me out because he's basically eating people now, right? So I want to say you have some nerve or something like that, but I also want, he does protect, like, all of these I can see myself saying.
You make no distinction between the living and the scars, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
What will be the result if you continue to assist both Skulls and the living?
For the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life. What's to change?
You're forgetting the epidemic. Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Oh, these are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
You've turned Skal now. Don't you see the danger to anyone giving you their trust?
We are all sinners, awaiting salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty. I am a seeker of his glorious light.
Does this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
The Dawsons? The wealthiest family in London? Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Not at all. The donation was made before the war. The building was run down. I never met Aloysius Dawson myself.
So you have the run of the place and no one's taken notice?
As long as we keep to ourselves, we interest no one. This is a haven, and I pray it remains so for eons to come.
Harriet, Miss Jones has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Scals, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of His divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I'm gonna say I hardly follow you. Or maybe just you feed on corpses. I'm gonna go with the follow you one, the first one I said.
Let's simply agree that all are one and the same. In death, I mean.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
I can turn him. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know. I mean, he's been eating only of people who die, so he hasn't been killing anyone. He's been helping other people who get turned. He has been, you know, making sure that there's a place for them, protected and hidden away. He might not want to be a vampire. Like, he might actually take that wrong, you know, like, you know... Like, he might actually feel that what he's doing right now, like, he's got a choice, but, like if I make him into a vampire, he might start embracing people. He's eating dead people. But if he's a vampire, he's going to be eating real people, alive people. Oh my god. They can't make this any harder, can they? If I spare him, watch him start killing people, and then I have to kill him anyway. But yeah, like what I was saying is like him eating of the flesh, and him calling it the sacrament, you know, like a sacrament, and the peace that he's found, or the you know, some sort of realization or something in it, you know. I kind of wonder if I turn him into a vampire, if he will look at it differently. Like I took away something that he was okay with, and I forced upon him something that he will not see as in a good of light. God. He's helping mortals. He's helping immortals. He didn't kill anybody when he turned. He's not killing anyone now. He didn't fight us. He sent us down there to prove it to us. He's been pretty open. God.
I believe you, Sean. In fact, I envy the peace you found, and will remember it.
There is love and compassion in your heart. You only need to give it wings.
Thank you for your kind words, Sean. Continue your noble efforts. You are a good man in bad times.
Keep to the light, my friend. Like all my flock, you have a home here. Anytime you're in the neighborhood.
Man, the district will suffer the consequences of your actions. Like, because of what we've chosen, it will change how the area will you know, there'll be a difference.
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very sick game. I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father. "29 Pretty Orchard Street." That's near Poplar's district. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there.
A cheap leather wallet found on a corpse left in front of Sean Hampton's night shelter. The wallet contains official papers of reparations and demobilization with the address of the victim, 29 Pretty Orchard Street.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Did you see what happened to him?
Actually, yes. He was thrown from the roof like a vulgar log.
Why is it that you sound so afraid?
You didn't see it. He was dead before he hit the ground. The strength required to do such a thing, well, it beggars belief.
Who could have done that?
Who? Well, a vampire, of course. Look, bite marks on the neck and lacerations here. There is definitely a vampire close by.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
Did you see what happened?
No. I was coming back to the shelter from work when I heard an awful scream, and there was this man, dead, just in front of the building.
You saw nothing at all?
No, I told you, just that awful woman's scream.
A woman scream? Are you sure?
Of course. It was terrifying. I thought it was my sister, so I ran. But it was a man I've never seen round here before.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Oh, you love your shelves, huh? Tell me all about it.
You again? What do you want?
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money, too?
Yes, here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you. Badly. Well... Thank you, sir.
Will you give the money back to your comrades, then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her son Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about his death.
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighborhood. A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union. But a murder? That's a first.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
Did you see what just happened?
No, I didn't. And I don't care.
Really? Why is that?
Because this sexist pig is one of the 4 men who blacklisted me. Good riddance, if you ask me.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Okay.
It's locked, all right.
We've been doing a lot of different things, but now I think it kind of feels like it slowed down a little bit, huh? Like, okay, so what do we got here? Red Rivers, track the actual vampire culprit. Okay, so that's from the body that just landed in front of us. So, like, what I was wondering is maybe we should start doing these local investigations, right? We've done a lot of them over here at the hospital. Let me see. Headache, 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 migraine. We should probably go to the hospital and see if we can get them taken care of. And it looks like there's some other stuff over here that they want to talk to. Event. Yeah, we should... I'm thinking that maybe we should head to the hospital. So let me see if I can set up... Oops. Huh, what would be the best way to do this? Wonder if I should cross the docks. Probably, instead of going across here from the north docks. Probably shouldn't do that. Let me see. Wonder if I can...
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please, take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise. I don't really see anything worth having. No offense.
None taken, sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf, right?
Who the hell are you to question me? It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing my best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the Wet Boot Boys like so many others? No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
Tell me about this crazy woman. Madness is often mistaken for other conditions.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble remembering things. She's taken me for a son more than once.
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son.
Jack! Rumour has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know him well, but I heard he was a nice enough chap. His old ma still thinks he's around.
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling your wares? I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's always the night asylum. I heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no beggar. Not yet, at least.
There is no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm gonna make a name for myself, and I'll do it by myself.
Show me what you have to offer then, Mr. Nightingale.
Hey, I just got a message from Sarah. She was trying to get a hold of the Baymont. I guess I never told her that the Baymont's going to be renovating. What does he have here? Vampire factions and skulls. I'll take that. Music box. A small wooden music box containing a folded letter. I'll take that. Common handle part. That's what I need to upgrade my current thing, isn't it? No, no, it's blue. I need blue. Oh no, conversation is already over. It was basically, she asked me if what'd she say? She said, did you call Baymont for Jesse's family's reservations? I said she did that day we talked. Why? Did she get through? I said I think so. Never said otherwise. She said, I'm trying to make reservations for Maddie and the number is disconnected. Not trying to nose into your business at all. And I said, it's okay. Oh shit, sorry. Hey, yeah, it's no big deal, just checking. I said they are doing renovations. She did the hotel next to Hy-Vee. And she said, okay, thank you, with a lot of exclamation points. So evidently that kind of answered her questions. So it's all good. Alright, what am I looking for here? Brisk blood sample. I'm gonna take that. What else does he have? Okay, so what do these papers say? Music box, my dear Jack. I write this letter as long as I have the strength and the will, not that I have something to hide or fear, except perhaps to forget what I want to tell you. I always knew you would become someone important, someone good and nice. I knew it since you were a child. Then you preferred to read books rather than going to play outside. I knew it when you helped me carry groceries before you went to school and clean the house after you came back. I'm proud of you, my son, not only because I am your mother, but also because you deal so well with everything around you. I'm sorry I've recently become such a burden to you. Never forget I love you. I hope you never forget you love me, and... Holy symbols, fire and sun, new practices, supremacy, vampire faction and skulls. That's the other one I bought. Vampire and the guard will never have a common interest, never. Not as long as I live, not after I die and pass the torch to another leader. I know some of us have witnessed a strange and huge vampire hunting down skulls just like we do. He is well dressed and seems to speak eloquently, but don't be fooled. If this unknown leech and his friends seem to hate skulls as much as we do, some others offer them safe haven in exchange for obedience. Scouts in the north have reported that strange ceremonies occur in the secluded forests of Scotland, ceremonies of blood and human sacrifice to old pagan gods. They may be adversaries to the London vampires, but none of these leech factions could be our allies. All vampires must be destroyed, and no alliance shall be made between them and us. The adversary about Glendlestone, founder of the Guard Department.
Are you certain you're not lost, sir? You seem quite the stranger to the...
Good evening, young man.
There's no need...
Okay, nothing. No. Wanted to make sure nothing
Goodbye.
opened up. Yeah, I totally forgot that you had got a hold of the one hotel and that it was under renovation.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
This old lady sounds like she has dementia. Or Alzheimer's.
So, Dr. Tippett, what brings you back here? I heard whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reed. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Oh no, I don't gossip. That would be most unbecoming of a lady such as myself.
Who are the more influential figures on the docks?
Well, I heard about some terrible illness going around. I would say in that case that it's you, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Tibbets? Huh.
Is anyone taking care of you, Miss Gillingham?
My son is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. I would never say that to him, of course.
I came downstairs without a shirt on. Now I'm chilly. I'm draping your quilt around my shoulders. Ugh. Chilly. Alright, life in London, nothing. Personal questions. Why do you feel guilty about your son?
Tell me, Enid, why do you feel guilty about your son?
I know I'm a burden to my Jack. I know my mind and my thoughts are drifting away. I'm so sorry. I can't help it.
This is not your doing, Miss Gillingham. You do not have to apologize for your condition.
Of course I don't, Doctor. I've done nothing wrong, I swear it. What exactly are we talking about here?
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
Unfinished letter. Rodney, I just heard what happened tonight. I ran to your house, but you were already gone. So now I am writing this note. Is it true you killed him? I can't believe it. Why? What happened? I really need to talk to you now. Please, find a way to contact me when you receive this message. Since I know you can be very cautious, and to prove to you this is not a trap, let's use a code when we meet. I'll whistle my name, Jack, in Morse code, and you'll whistle yours, okay? This way we'll know it's really me. For now, it's just a good thing you are hiding. The Wet Boot Boys are all over the neighborhood claiming they will punish the man who murdered one of them. I'm sure we could make an arrangement to settle things once the heat dies down. I remember the leader of the Wet Boot Boys and the other guy talking about how they had to kill someone because they killed one of them. Rodney Gradier. Ooh, and he's got a mask on and stuff. He's the guy that's hiding down in the sewer. Yep. Man, this game has a spider web of people and stories, doesn't it? Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. They've got the benches built into the corner like that with cushions. It's kind of cool.
I know I've got something that'll strike your fancy. If not, I'll find you something.
So if you look on the mini-map, I'm trying to go that way, where the pin is, not the head icon or the Y icon. I'm trying to head back to the hotel on the pin. So I know that I came through the docks, but that level 22 werewolf was sitting over here in the docks too. And you know what? I really hate to do it, but I want to make sure my blood is full in case I have to fight something crazy. I just got an achievement called Pest Control. But barf. I think that I can get across the water over here. I should try over here. Okay, why is it loading so much for just a dialogue?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions. Or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
Nope. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Is there no one who deserves your leniency, then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. It's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her so good.
You seem upset. Is something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just want her to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Okay. If you remember, back when we went, when that pops up, you can't leave them overnight because they will, because they'll end up getting killed. So now we save.
But I'm not referring to the gangs either. You.
Hey, I do see a lot of stuff going weird with the. There's a lot of stuff bad, or I'm gonna restart the stream real quick, okay? Be right back. Okay, is that going any better? And give you a second to reconnect and see how everything is going. How does that look? Is it better? So I don't really know exactly why I went and restarted the stream, because we only have a few minutes left. But let's see what we can get done. Maybe we can get all the way to the hospital. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just restarted my the streaming software to send it to YouTube, and I also redid my browser. So, but I did see that there was an issue with my stream. There's a green light that shows whether or not it's doing well or not, and it was fluctuating into the orange and into the red. So there definitely was something happening. I don't know why, but bloody letter, dear mother. Whatever happens to me, always remember that your son loves you. I know you did not always approve of the way I choose to live my life, but I won't change. I was born and raised in this part of town, and I just can't stand what is happening to my neighborhood, to people we know. I recently made a terrible decision. I decided to strike back against the tyranny of a few. I know that they will retaliate. They will retaliate, but I am ready for whatever comes. Thanks to you, I've always loved to read. Now that I am about to take action, I can only quote, what is this? Etienne de la Boétie. They only seem tall because we're on our knees. I won't kneel anymore, Mother. I tried to stand straight, whatever the cost. Goodbye, my beloved mother, Jack. So, the lady with dementia, this is her son. Evidently, he was fighting back against Wet Boot Boys, maybe, and they killed him.
There is a name engraved under the blood on the back of the case. Jack Gillingham. Perhaps Enid's son.
Sure enough. Well, we're starting to finally get every single person in all the districts filled out. We're only missing one person in the docks. Absolutely go us. So earlier, I don't know if you heard me, and I don't know how much this has been messing up, but this game is just, man, spiderwebbed like crazy with stories, isn't it? Long, jumping. That long jump gets me every time.
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Got some more text in Braille. I got several. I got a couple text in Brailles now, I think. Text in Braille. Text in Braille. I wonder who can read Braille.
Look lively! It's on to us! It's an inch! Kill it! It's one of them! Die, vermin! It's mine! I'll take it. I shall fear no evil.
Come on. Finally got back to the hospital. Ugh. Guy with the burned face. This guy? Thomas Elwood? What do you mean, the guy with the burned face?
Damn. The pain.
Well, I don't think so.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
No.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
Okay, so in the hospital we've got 3 headaches and a migraine. Wrong button. Man, I still don't have enough of that. That ergotamine, or whatever it is. I wish I knew how to pronounce some of these words. Check the doctor's offices and see if there's...
It's locked, all right. It's locked, all right.
Wait a second. I think I already have one, though, don't I? That's why there was a number already next to it, is because I already had one. Yeah, evidently I already have 2 migraines. I think. We'll find out. Okay, so... Strickland and the vampire. Well, the girl that thinks she's a vampire anyway.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft.
I need blood.
Do you require
My condition cannot be under...
Well, until the day science finally admits failure, please accept this little contribution.
Thank you, Doctor.
I'll leave you. Good evening, Doctor.
And good evening.
Do you need my med? Would have been... There is no shame in helping each other. We're colleagues, after all.
Many doctors I have known are too cynical to think that way.
Goodbye, Dr. Strick.
Calm the children, Ellen. As for me, what?
Tibbets and the guy outside.
Good evening.
Dr. Reed.
Do you need any medical assistance?
Yes.
I appreciate... Goodbye, Doctor.
We must prove what we are capable of. It is now or never.
It's pretty cool, though. Like, it allows you to, like, go back and talk to people again. And you can keep them healed, you know, healthy during the episode.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening, Doc.
Do you need...
No thanks, sir.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight.
It's the other guy. Not this guy. That guy.
Good evening.
Evening.
Do you need med...
Don't get me wrong.
I'm certain you... Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Okay, so... we got a cold and a headache back at the docks. Oh man, look at Whitechapel. Fatigue, fatigue, fatigue. Migraine, cold. Jesus. Yeah. Well, and it's another way to get experience, right? Because if you just kill the people, they give you a whole bunch of experience all right then when you kill them and embrace them. But otherwise, like this, I can give them, you know, like here, like let's say Milton, right? Milton, he's worth 2,000 experience, and that's after I've already given him all of, you know, I've gotten all the hints from him and everything. So that's quite a bit. But every time I give him a medicine, he's worth 25, you know. So I'm kind of wondering, depending on, you know, like if it's a good way to kind of keep the experience coming in if you're not going to embrace them, you know. So let me see here. So we've got 1 fatigue, 2 fatigues, 3 fatigues, 3 fatigues, 3 fatigues. Okay, 3 fatigues, but okay, so we've got 0, and I need 3. I know I need a couple colds. We'll go back and check. Cold. So the 2 colds are taken care of. So I need a migraine. All I need is another migraine. But I don't even know if I can make another migraine. Okay, no, I've already got it. Okay, that's good. So I've got everything for Whitechapel when I go back to Whitechapel. And so, did I look at the docks? Cold and a headache. Another cold and a headache. Okay, so I've got all the I've got all the treatments I'm gonna need for when I treat people, but I do not want to use the bed, because if I use the bed and I use my experience, then it'll go to another day, and then that will affect the health status, right? So I want to be able to go to all the different places and give everybody care before I lose another day by sleeping. So I guess the only thing that I'm going to do right now is I'm going to see if there's anything that I can upgrade weapon-wise, maybe. Yeah, you see, I don't have good handle stuff yet. But I can take the hacksaw up. What about the shotgun? Good trigger. I don't have good triggers yet. I still think that we're still kind of far away from the part of the, like, the end part of the game. I mean, if you look at it this way, like, we still need to find, like, these parts down here, the good trigger parts, and then down here, I guess it's more good trigger. So I was kind of thinking that maybe we're only about halfway through if we can only upgrade stuff halfway. Okay, so it just auto-saved because I just made the weapons. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to quit out of this. And that'll be all I can really do for today. So what are you thinking so far? Send me messages on Messenger while I'm like getting ready for work and stuff. But I think it's like, man, this game is just spider-webbed with the different boroughs of London and all the different people and everything and all the intersecting stories. It's kind of crazy. I'm really enjoying it. So anyway, I will talk to you on Messenger. Thank you for playing with me, and I love you. Bye.